by my air conditioner.
Hey guys, we're here with got your six. He's a fellow Twitch streamer. You can introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Got Your Six. I'm a new variety streamer as of February of this year, and just in here with Hykiri and gonna get this started.
Awesome. How did you get started on Twitch?
So I got started on Twitch because of my people that I run with, and my brother and his girlfriend are all streamers. So that's how I got originally started on Twitch as the platform itself.
Awesome. What kind of games did you play?
Mostly FPS. Multiplayer games are definitely my go-to. I prefer playing with other people than playing like story modes or campaigns.
Do you do rank mode?
Do I do what?
Do you
The
participate
rank.
in rank?
I do a little bit. I just started on the new Fortnite ranked, and then the last season of Call of Duty, I was in ranked play in there as well.
Oh, what's your favorite first person shooter game?
Right now, I would have to say Fortnite, just because of all the headache that Modern Warfare 2 has started to evolve with.
I hear that. Do you prefer no build mode or do you prefer build
Yes,
mode?
I am not a very good builder
Yeah,
whatsoever.
I either build or I can shoot. I can't do both. It's
Yep.
too much.
And then they start building around you, and it's like, yo, where am I now? Like I'm boxed in. Help.
Yeah, it's crazy. How long have you been gaming?
I started gaming when I was actually 3 years old on the Nintendo 64, and then went to PlayStation when I was 5 years old.
Nice. What were your games growing up?
Growing up, it was a lot of um, like motocross and ATV, um, like Ty the Tasmanian Tiger,
Oh wow,
SOCOM.
so cool.
Um, s- yeah, so
I
we
remember
actually
that.
had every single SOCOM ever made.
That's also I remember playing that a long time ago. And back on
Yeah.
PS1. That's crazy. What was your favorite? So it was always shooters. You always enjoy shooters.
Yes. I grew up in like a military. I wasn't able to go into the military, but my whole family was military and police, so I grew up with a very tactical lifestyle. So they kind of came natural to me.
That's awesome. So what do you do for a career? What do you do for a
As
career?
a career, I am a production specialist at West Pharmaceutical Services. We make rubber stoppers and plungers for medical supplies like syringes and vials, things like that. And they are a worldwide company, so at this point, if you get a shot or use like a tranquilizer or anything on an animal, it's most likely that we made the rubber piece inside of it.
Oh, that's awesome. It's hard work, I bet.
Yeah, I've been
Now,
with them for, I
how long have you
started
been streaming?
May. Streaming, I just hit 4 months as of 2 days ago.
Oh, wow. You're a baby streamer.
Yeah. Yep, just
I've been
starting
doing
out.
that going on 8 years now. It's
Wow.
crazy, yeah. What are some of the things, in a positive way, that you got from streaming?
I would just say my um it's really helped like my mental state, being able to have that family that you can just talk to, kind of escape away from, and you're not just gaming. Like I actually get to interact and meet new people every day.
Yeah, I agree with that. Val asks, how's the Twitch community treated you?
I actually got very fortunate with my Twitch community, and I actually have a bunch of people in my chat here right now that are always here. They've been there since almost the beginning of my streaming, and it's been just like a little family that's come together.
That's awesome. Have you managed to run into any trolls yet?
I haven't came into any trolls yet.
You will one day, I'm
I've
sure.
been very lucky. Oh, I am sure of it as well.
um, so when you're streaming, what's a normal day of streaming for six?
So my normal streaming schedule is right now it's normally 7 days a week. I stream um, Monday morning through Thursday morning, and then Friday and Saturday I stream at night. Usually my Saturday streams are my longer streams. I'll start them a little later, and then they'll go into Saturday morning.
Nights. So you mostly do nights?
I work nights, so that during the
Oh,
week when
okay.
I work, I stream in the morning, and then on the weekends I do when I'm off is when I stream at night.
Okay, I gotta ask you because, like, I'm a huge fan of hats. What is on your hat?
It is actually um, it says like a boss, um, vacationing, um, yeah, vacation foundation with a big B on the front of it.
Oh, it's cool. I like the hat. That's cool. So,
Oh.
so when you're away from streaming, what kind of things do you like to do as a hobby or
Um,
whatnot?
So, most of what I do away from streaming is actually raising my daughter. I have a 3-year-old daughter, and then when I
Oh,
get time around my
congratulations.
schedule, I have a 1-year-old son as well that lives with his mother.
Oh, congratulations on that.
Uh, she's actually right now at a parade.
Val
Uh,
asks, in the era of remakes and remasters, what's a personal game favorite you'd like to see remade?
uh, I would say remastered. It's probably Call of Duty when they remastered the Modern Warfare.
Hmm.
And then some of there's a couple remastered like um, the old Mario games.
Hmm. What's your favorite Call of Duty?
Call of Duty would probably be it's a tight draw between Black Ops 2 because of the zombies mode it had and the Modern Warfare 2019 edition.
Oh, nice. Are you a fan of zombies?
Yes, I was big on the zombie modes.
I used to enjoy the zombie mode, but I don't think they have a zombie mode in the newest one, do
N-
they?
No, they don't have a zombie mode in the new one yet.
Yeah, they had that DMZ type deal, which is it's okay, but it's not no zombie mode.
Right. If they added a zombie DMZ, that would be nice.
um, what's your favorite gun to use? Or type of gun, I should say.
And so I'm a running gunner, so I usually use anything as fast ADS. And the newest Call of Duty, I use the 556, the STG 556 because
Nice.
it's B or G because it has the
Okay.
ADS speed of a SMG, but it's an assault rifle, so it still has the power.
What's your see, I play Call of Duty and most shooter games. I like the shotgun.
Yeah,
Shotguns are my
I
guns.
the 725 and the last Modern Warfare was nobody liked me using that. I'd be- we would get campers. I'd be like, okay, that's it. I warned you. I'm pulling out the 725, and they'd be like, oh, what are you gonna do? Yeah, I'd end up wiping their whole team out with the 725.
Now, one complaint I think about shooters nowadays, and they don't really give you like good locations to like snipe. You used to
Yeah,
have
they
so many
don't.
spots. You
Yep,
know,
the old maps were built
yeah.
where you could end up sniping from. Now it's all close quarter.
And that's not just Call of Duty though. What we got? Destiny, Apex. None of those games really have sniping maps or anything.
Yeah, they've kind of like shrunk them down and made it more like compact and fast paced.
Yeah, it's more for running gunners and whatnot.
Yeah.
What's your opinion of quick scoping?
I actually prefer quick scoping.
Say it
Um,
again. Sorry.
I actually prefer quick scoping. I have when people actually hard scope me, I'm like, really, dude? You had to hard scope?
um. So, what do you see your future as far as
Uh,
streaming going?
so I actually want to take my streaming as more of instead of just me streaming, being more of like an entrepreneur for streaming.
That's awesome. I mean, a lot of people, come out and say that Twitch to stick to, just gaming, but I enjoy all these, travel
Yep.
streams and people showing what they do around their house, on a
Yep.
farm or what
I
they do for
actually
work. And
did a stream like that.
yeah, it's amazing stuff.
When I actually moved into this place here a couple weeks ago, I did a live stream from my phone showing off my new place and getting everything set up and moving in and everything.
That's awesome. So you say you're a fan of non-game streams as well?
Yes, I think it helps your community be able to learn who you are as a streamer and not just what you are as a gamer.
I agree. How do you feel about other streamers that try to compete with each other?
I mean, I always like a little friendly competition. But I also I support everybody. I'm constantly having other streamers up. Um, and like if you have like especially newer streamers, if you have like the same kind of goals, then try and push each other to help reach those goals.
So, do you think Twitch is, I guess, moving in the right direction by branching off on these types of non-game streams?
I do. It kind of adds a little bit more of a variety to it. So then, like I've seen people where they were doing like cooking streams and stuff. I mean, it's able to expand the variety of what Twitch has to offer as a whole, and I think it would really help build a stronger foundation for them. And when you have all these other platforms that are also trying to compete with them.
Yeah, I agree with that. What do you think about the new kid on the block? Uh, Kit.
Kick, it's so-so with them. Like I kind of like the variety that they have. or like the openness they have of what you can stream, but the like how they said, oh, we have this higher payout, and people started leaving Twitch to go over to Kick. Like you're you have so much invested into one platform already, and now you're going over something that's brand new. You don't know where it's gonna go, and like they said, oh, it was like what 95 to 5% on the payouts, and now they've already been switching it more and more because you can't actually run a platform with that high of
As I
payouts.
said too, it's too much of a runoff on the payments. There's no way
Yep,
you can run that company on a 5%
exactly.
payout. Now
Yeah,
it's
I think it's
servers,
all.
and
I
there's
think it's
no
already up
way.
to like 80-20.
Yeah, it was a
Yep.
good drawing, thing to get people to get to the platform, but there was no way they were going to keep, 5% payout. There's just no
And
way.
that's what I think Twitch is just dug in too deep at this point for Kick to try and take them over.
They'll ask, what's something you'd like to see more of in streaming?
More of in streaming, I would say. So the thing that really draws me into streamers is the interaction with their chatter and their community, and actually like helping other streamers. When you get like the streamers that, oh, you have to be following them for so long to be able to even drop a chat in, um, or like you're not allowed to say anything about your stream whatsoever in their chat, or else it can get you banned. Like I'm especially the bigger streamers. I think that's, I don't want to say self-centered, but like why not help other streamers grow and draw that community in?
Oh, yeah. I 100% agree with you on that. 100%. When it comes to Twitch and Kick and the difference in rules, as for what's allowed and what's not allowed here on Twitch. So you think Twitch is too strict or is Kick too lenient?
I mean, some of their TOS I think is a little strict. Um, I think they could maybe make it a little bit more lenient, but not to the point where it's just like a college frat house when you're coming into the stream.
Right.
Like, still have community guidelines to it, but kind of maybe lower them a little bit to what they currently have.
Yeah, there's definitely something like that I think Twitch could chill out a bit. There's a few changes they could make. But I think when it comes to Kick, it's a lot more different over there. From what I've seen and from the things I read on the internet, it's, crazy different.
Right.
Literally two different worlds. What do you think about all these people that have made complaints to Twitch after they have left Twitch, moved to Kick while having a very big following and income on Twitch, only to not receive it on Kick, and when they came back to Twitch, they no longer have that following, and they're complaining to Twitch about that.
I see. I think that it was jumping right over instantly, like some of the bigger streamers did, was actually a little selfish on their half. Like they just saw, oh look, a higher payout, but how many people do you have on your Twitch channel that are invested in your channel and you're just leaving them? Like they could have 8-10 months of subscription tied up in your channel, and now you're just saying, oh, I'm jumping over here. See you guys over there.
Yeah.
So
So
all
when it
that
comes
investment that
to
they put in is gone.
a bunch of streamers that have swapped over from Twitch to Kick because of the bigger payout, do you think that's them basically telling their community, I'm here for the money and Not really about your interaction.
Yes, I do think that they look at it as just the payout then.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's why I'm not. I don't know how these streamers have lost. Such a big following is. You basically turn these people that have followed you since, the very start, like, hey, I want more money, so, it's really, really
Yep.
selfish. Um, when it comes to men and women on Twitch, do you think it's equal, or do you think this has become a woman's world? Or do you think it's a man's world? Or are we still
Uh,
sharing it?
I think it's still kind of bounces back and forth between the two. Um, I mean, there's just like the way that men and women are. I mean, men have to be more like enthusiastic towards their viewership, where you do have some streamers that do use their body to pull in viewers.
Correct.
Now, I'm not saying all. I mean, it happens on both sides, male and female. So I think it's just how people want to take their channel. But I mean, you could have like a supermodel, a male supermodel, and you're gonna end up having women that are gonna
Yeah.
be subscribing, putting the same amount of money into a woman with cleavage showing. I mean, it bounces, it varies back and forth.
Do you think that it's fair to say that a lot of these streamers that are currently on Twitch wouldn't have a partnership if it wasn't for the use of the hot tub category or this ASMR category?
I mean, I never really looked into that side of the streaming, so I don't know really how all that runs. I would probably assume that the ones that are doing that are getting a higher followage.
Do you think it's easier for women to achieve partnership than it is for men as a streamer?
No, honestly, I think it just comes down to how much effort you're willing to put into your channel. I mean, like my affiliate, I know some people that are still struggling to get their affiliate that have been streaming for a very long time, and then like I think I ended up getting my affiliate within the first month. It all
Yeah,
depends on how much effort you want to be able to put into your channel and network and build that community up for your channel.
I agree. I think it's all about personality
Yeah.
and the work you want to put into it. What do you would tell somebody who comes to your stream and doesn't see this as a real life job?
I mean, it all depends on what you want to get out of it. If they don't think it can be, they're like, oh, you're doing this full time, this is your career, then that's their choice. But if you want to invest everything into it and you have the right tools to be able to make this a career, then there's no issues with making it a career.
Yeah, I agree. I think a lot of times people don't understand that when you're streaming it, not just video games. There's a lot of work
Right.
you gotta do with social media and video editing and graphics work, and it's more than just
Exactly.
sitting here and you know.
It's like, are you a gamer, a streamer, a content creator? Which one do you want to be? And if you're going to be making it a career, then you have to be all three of them.
Yes,
If
I
you're just
agree with
making
that.
yourself a gamer, then you're not really even being a streamer. You're just letting people, you're just recording what you're gaming. And then, I mean, a streamer, you're going to actually be interacting with your chat and everything. But if you don't have the content creation coming with that, then you're just a streamer then at that point. So to be able to make it a successful thing, you have to have all three in one.
What do you think about the current population of Twitch becoming a lot of VTubers?
I've never really looked into VTube. I've heard some things about the VTubers that I didn't really find intriguing, but I mean, I've never even really looked into VTube. I've heard of it, but I never actually even looked into it myself.
It's definitely a very popular culture for sure. It's not really my thing, but we know some really insane VTubers out there that have like completely interactive scenes and interactive backgrounds, and even their alerts interact with the character as well. It's crazy with so many things that these people are able to do as just a
Yep.
picture, you know.
And that's
Uh,
what something I want to look into branching out into more is just the different scenes and animations I'm able to do with my channel. Mine's a little is still basic, being that I'm a newer streamer, but I want to be able to add more and more to the channel. So that is something that I want to look into in the very near future.
um, what are some of the things you see yourself changing in the future as far as your stream's concerned?
As far as my stream, I want to actually. So right now I only stream from console and I capture it on my PC. I want because my PC's not powerful enough to game, but I want to actually start. I want to get the investment for a PC and start branching out into more games that way as well. Because a lot of the other games I want to start looking into are not cross-platform. So, and all the people that I watch play them and I would probably end up connecting with through that game are all on PC.
What are some of the games you're looking forward to branching out to into the future?
I want to look into some of the horror games. So like kind of games like Demonologist. I also want to look into playing like Tarkov over Call of Duty.
Those are some fun games. Yeah. I haven't played Tarkov, but there's a lot of them shooter games. I mean,
Mm,
are pretty intense. I
yeah,
like Battlefield a lot too. Battlefield has been a very fun thing.
yeah.
And I mean, I play wrestling. I play Smite. We play, Fortnite, and I just received a game for a horror game. And bro, I'm so bad at horror games. I have no courage. But Dale loves horror games. Dale's always playing horror games. But I'll do more, like I said, wrestling and MMOs and that kind of stuff. I like
Right.
to interact with the community, but even doing that after all these years, it's still hard to get people to, to involved.
And that's one of the tips that I've been following that I was given very early on was try and find something every week to be able to enhance or change about your stream just to make it something new that everyone's coming into and they're not just seeing the same thing over and over again when they come in.
Do you think it's easier to create content as a variety streamer or as someone who sticks to one category or one thing?
It all depends on what style of gamer you are. So as I think like as long as you would stick to like if you're playing FPS games, then I think the content would still be easy to create as long as you're still playing FPS games. But if you're doing like your content's gonna be a little bit more different if you're playing first person shooter and horror games and like survival games, things like that, then they're gonna be two kinds of different videos that you're gonna push out.
Yeah, I agree with that. Um, what are uh, what are some of the type of things you like to watch on Twitch as far as other games are concerned?
So I've been watching um other people play Tarkov. That's why I've been looking into that one. I've been watching um, Demonologist. What's Faz is the other one. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember the name of the other game I've been watching people play. They've just been kind of like bouncing around, but I have like a big group of people that I have for their notifications, and I like to see what games that they're playing, and just see if it's something that I might be interested in.
Uh, what are uh what are other summer games that you enjoy or look forward to enjoying with your community?
So with my community, I've been playing a lot of Fortnite with them, and then also, let me. I always forget the name of it. Kart Rider Drift. I was playing some of that with my
That's
community.
a fun game.
I'm also looking at branching out to doing like a Fall Guys night with my community, and maybe once a month or something because I've been asked by a few viewers in my community is playing some Minecraft servers.
You a fan of Minecraft?
I was on mobile. I've never actually really played it on console, so I don't know how the difference really is between the two.
Wow, I played it a little bit here and there, but it's not really my thing. I could really get into Minecraft, but it's amazing to see like so many things people build, and it's crazy.
The biggest thing for me is the patience. Like it's like I used to actually go through and start just throwing dynamite everywhere to clear out an area because I would get so fed up with having to dig it out. It's like, yep, nope, I'm not waiting anymore. Dynamite.
um, they'll ask what are some things you'd like to see as far as family friendly content since you have children. She's always looking for feedback.
So I mean that all depends on the streamer. I know like my stream personally, I have an 18 plus stream. But with the family streams, I mean, I know some people that are play like Fortnite. They do Fall Guys, things like that. The only thing is you have to watch with those types of communities where you do have the like children in them. If you have another community that is 18 plus, you may not want to be like for rating and things like that. You don't want to be bringing an 18 plus community into a family friendly community because they're
Right.
going to be two different atmospheres.
What are some of the more family friendly games that you enjoy playing?
I would probably say Fall Guys. I have played that quite a bit. Um, and I mean, I think I would consider Fortnite as a family-friendly game.
Yeah, I agree. Fortnite is very kid oriented.
Yep.
I don't really
And
seen too much of adult sense in it. And what do you feel about the sorry, toxicity in online gaming nowadays?
I think it's actually kind of like laid back a little bit. Um, the like I know trash talking when I first started playing Call of Duty was a lot more intense than it is now. But I think that's also due to the fact of the banding now.
Overall, Smite it's really toxic. I mean, you got people just doing racial slurs and just
Yep.
all kinds of things. Even kids out there, it's really toxic. It's like now, in my opinion, when it comes to online gaming, people are more worried about making funny moments at the expense of somebody else's work than they are about helping the other people on their team actually win. I think
Right.
people have just they lost what it is to be teammates nowadays. Do you
And
ever
that's
find
what
yourself?
I've always been a very
Oh, sorry.
when it comes to like games like that, I've always been more of a team player. Like if you start talking trash on my team, I'm gonna back them up. But
Yes.
if I'm not gonna sit there and start a fight between another team, um, like I've been very like reserved in my anger that way. Like I don't really get too feisty with other players online.
Do you think games or game companies need to work harder to decrease the toxicity in gaming nowadays?
I think they do, like because everyone has started to really increase their banning. Um, like I know on Call of Duty, the um, getting voice chat banned. Like I've already been chat banned like 3 times, and most of the time I had my mic muted because I was sitting there talking to my chat, and I would end up getting a message popped up that I was reported for a chat ban.
Wow. Do you think game companies need to do more to force people to show more teamwork in gaming instead of solo play?
I think they've done a pretty decent job on the multiplayer games. I mean, but you still have those other some gamers that do like to play solo play. But a majority of the games, I've actually seen that they don't even have a campaign anymore,
Yeah.
because most people do prefer the online multiplayer modes.
How do you feel about esports?
Esports, I actually am a fan of them. I do play games like Madden and NBA on my free time. It's been a little while since I've actually gotten on them, just because of how much I have been streaming. But I still try and, if I need like just a relaxed night, then I'll still hop on and just like start throwing the ball around or something.
Yeah, I agree. I love esports. A huge fan of esports. Even if it's a game I don't play, like I've watched Call of Duty, I've watched Tekken, Street Fighter, hell, World of Warcraft. I just love esports. It's amazing to me what these people can do, especially on fighting games where you can inflict combos. I'm just like, that's crazy on some of the things
Yeah.
they do. And I'm talking like 8-year-old kids that'll whip your ass and blink your eye. It's crazy. How do you think with the acceptance of esports nowadays, it opens up a bigger world and more careers for the coming generations?
I do. From what EA Sports used to be when I was a little kid to what they are now, they have really expanded their world. I mean, they've even gotten into like movement on other games are from suits that they made from sports games.
Do you ever see yourself one day maybe competing in esports?
Um, you mean like me myself in on EA Sports?
Yeah, like as a team or one team,
I
in
mean,
a team.
if I could end up being part of one of their teams, that'd be awesome. But
um, what
or
would be
even
your
as like
game
a
of choice?
sponsor would be.
What would be your game of choice?
I would probably say I think I would have to say Madden. I was
Oh,
always real big
nice.
into Madden.
I haven't played football. Last time I played football was against my brother, and I lost like 7-100. I'm far away football.
Well, I
Wrestling's my
grew
thing.
up in high school playing football, so I know like all the different like audibles and things to do, like you can do in real life. So I just
Yeah,
look at how to do that in the game and apply that to the game.
that's awesome. Val asks, do you think the insane success of esports in the younger generation puts too much pressure on children to be great by their parents?
I mean, I don't think that EA really does that. I mean, I think it's um, more of the NFL and how much they push towards being a big time player. And I think that kind of pushes more of a factor on parents and pushing their kids in sports. I
Yeah,
think
I
it's
see
actually
other
professional
companies
sports causes that.
like you mentioned EA and Ubisoft, and
Yep.
they don't let they won't let kids participate in esports at a
Right.
certain age. 'Cause I think at some point kids need to be kids. And you
Right.
shouldn't be pressuring your 5-year-old to be a Mortal Kombat guy. You know.
Right.
But I think, on the same side, I think esports is very good for people. It teaches kids competition. It
Right.
teaches
And
kids that even if you don't win, you try harder and you will. I don't think people
right.
understand competition anymore. Everybody
No.
wants their first place ribbon when they're in second place. I don't
Right.
think people understand that it's okay to lose. If you do your best, it's okay to lose. And I thought when I was doing my world record, for wrestling, there was this kid, Cody, and every day he'd come to my stream and I would beat the hell out of him. Just beat him down. And now,
Yeah.
playing, 3 years from that, and now he can almost beat me. And that's what people don't understand. That even if you lose today, if you practice hard enough, tomorrow you might win.
Yep.
You
And
know,
that's
I
how
think
it
that's a
was
good
as
thing.
a kid too.
I think kids need to learn competition. It's okay.
Yep.
It's not everything, but I mean, it don't hurt nobody.
And that's why, like me personally, I'm not really a fan of participation awards because that just kind of takes away the meaning of actually getting it, an actual award, and it doesn't really push kids to try and get an award because they know, oh, I might get one anyways.
Yeah, it's true. What would you say to somebody that's trying to get into streaming?
I mean, I would really want just make sure it's something that you like. You want to make sure that streaming is for you because it isn't for everybody. And if you are gonna start streaming, really like research and I mean you don't really need a big fancy setup to start streaming. Everyone thinks, oh, I need to get all this, and then they put so much money into it, and then they start streaming, and they're like, well, I can't stop now because I'm so invested into it. I mean, I started with using a PlayStation, the Remote Play app, and my $100 computer that I bought from my old job.
I
Like
mean,
all the
everybody
lights
starts
and everything
somewhere.
is all new.
We all gotta start on something.
Yep.
We don't get, all the setups and all. We don't
Yep.
start out that way. I started out on a PS4 with no webcam. So, it takes time to build yourself up, but I think people give up too easy. I think
Right.
when it comes to streaming, a lot of stream people are overnight success. It just don't work that way.
Right. I mean, you're always gonna get out of anything in life. You're gonna get what you put into it, and that's including streaming, working, gaming, content creation. It's whatever you put into is what you're gonna get back.
Yeah, I agree with that. Do you think you're gonna continue doing this for a few years, or
Oh, I'm looking at this as very long term. I'm actually making my next push is for a partner, and then I want to also push towards the 1,000 followers in Fortnite. I want to be able to have a code for the support creator.
yeah, I agree with that. What do you think? Some things that Twitch can do to help smaller streamers rise up to become bigger and achieve those bigger numbers.
I mean, I kind of think that they are starting to push in that direction. I know their algorithms have kind of changed to where it's more of the interaction that people are getting in their streams that is putting them more towards the top than just how many viewers they have watching them.
What do you think about these alerts and all the things Twitch are doing to create their own things for your stream to get away from using so many third-party applications?
I do think that that would be nice is if you could keep everything in one area instead of having to bounce around across many different platforms. But that's also going to kind of take away the customization of your stream because being that there are so many third-party applications, you're able to choose how you want to take your stream and which direction you want to take it into. Like some people use Blurp, some people don't like Blurp. It all depends on what they like on their channel and what their viewers attach to them.
Yeah, I think Twitch does a lot of good things for streamers. I just think a lot of streamers expect Twitch to make this or change this overnight, and some of these things take a lot of work to to put into out of beta mode into actual usage. So
Right.
I think Twitch does a lot to help people out. I think sometimes other streamers just don't always see it that way. What are some when you present to yourself, to present yourself to your community? How do you present yourself? Are you an open book to your community, or are you, you know, shaded and you keep your personal
Uh,
life aside, or what do you do?
no. So my when I'm actually on stream, like personal struggles and drama, I mean, if people have questions about it, I'm willing to talk about it in my Discord. But actually on the stream, that's where I let everybody come to be able to escape what they're going through in life. I mean, like the other day, I was having a stream, and I was actually. Um, doing different workouts that my chat was having me do, and they're like, "This dude looks like he's about to die, and he still has a smile on his face." I'm like, "That's how I'm gonna be. Like, you come in, I'm gonna hype you up. I'm gonna try and bring a light to your day." And if you have any questions, we can go ahead and talk about it. My chat is a very open chat. Um, you can ask anybody that has stopped in. They'll be like, "Yeah, we definitely cover almost anything in this chat. We will talk about almost anything."
Yeah, I agree. I mean, when I'm on stream, I try to make it to where anybody can jump in here and tell me about their day or how
Yep.
things are going, and in the same way like they would, same way with them. If I'm having a bad day, I don't hide who I am. I'll try to tell people, this
Right.
isn't a persona. This is me, and
Yep.
I think a lot of people appreciate that. I think people like being able to come and hang out with somebody they can relate their problems to, or just steam
Right.
off their day. You know, it's a good thing.
And that's like we pretty much talk about anything in my chat. Now like if it's something that's really serious and needs to be taken seriously, I don't want that to be interrupted with my chat, so that's why I'll have them go to Discord.
Right.
Um, but outside of that, I mean, we'll talk about anything.
Yeah.
Now the serious stuff, let's do this off to the side. Let me be able to actually focus on you because this is something serious in your life. So we'll take a minute after I'm done and we'll talk about this.
Do you think Twitch does enough things to help with the mental health of other streamers and viewers?
I think the mental health there's it has really Twitch has really saved a lot of people with mental health from streaming because it gave them a world to escape to, and then same with the viewers, it gives them something to distract what's going on in their lives by going to another channel and seeing what other people are doing and being able to bring a light to them.
What
Um,
are some of the things you can tell streamers if they're having trouble achieving their goals, whatever it is?
so I will actually do the same thing that was done to me when I first started streaming, is I will take a look at their channel and see what, as far as my knowledge is, of what they could improve on their stream. A lot of the brand new streamers, I look at it. A majority of it is their about tab. So I will send them a link on how to set up their panels and get that whole about tab set up for other people to look at. Because when first streamed, I was told this is your resume, and this is where everyone's gonna come to look at who you are. So that's the first thing that I went through and did. So that's what I always give advice to for other people to look at.
Do you think other game companies and other things like that are doing enough to help streamers get exclusive content for their streams? For instance, like there's a website called Keynote, where if you're a streamer, you can sign up to their website and you can apply to have a full-fledged game be given to a key to you so that you can show to your community.
I have seen that. I actually do like that. That you can you're able to share that with your community and be able to branch out, especially if it's something like a game that you're playing that they don't have. Then it kind of lets them have an opportunity to be able to try that game as well. And even if they're like maybe a low income person that doesn't really have the access to that game, now they are able to access that game.
What is the hardest game you have ever played?
The hardest game I would have to say SOCOM 1. That SOCOM 1 had the longest time periods in between save points, and it was so easy to die in that game. It was like I think my dad playing it probably went through 3 or 4 different PlayStation 2 controllers.
I don't know, mine. Oof. There's so many games. Like some of them are really hard. Uh, what did you say? What are the games coming out that you're looking forward to?
I'm actually looking forward to seeing the new Diablo. One of the streamers that has really helped me the most, ex-military man. He's got early access to it. He was selected for one of those 1,000 people in the United States,
Wow.
and looking at a lot of the content that he is pushing out towards Diablo, it looks very interesting and something I would definitely want to try.
You think you're gonna get into it?
Most likely.
I'm a Diablo fan because I don't like that top view, and the camera's like above.
Yeah, kind of like
A
the
lot
old
of my friends
God of War.
are crazy. Yeah, yeah. A lot of my friends are real, crazy about it. They'll ask, how do you feel about certain games being banned by companies for streaming due to story spoilers? Do you feel a limit on such a ban would be a more fair solution?
I mean, streaming wise, I think it just comes down to do the people want to see it or not. I mean, if
Yeah,
I think it should be their choice, and if they are going to be doing a story mode, then maybe put in their stream that there are going to be spoilers to the game.
I think the element was like she played a game a few months ago that she played the entire game, for her stream, and then when she got to the final chapters that went out of the game, she could see it on her TV, but as far as the stream, the company would black it out to where nobody else could see the end of what their game was. And I don't think it was pretty fair. I mean, if you're
Right.
playing a game for your community, they obviously want to see the rest of it.
Yep.
Everybody's invested. So I
That's
think,
like the Fortnite trailers.
yes,
I did not open up Fortnite for this last season until I was able to stream because I wanted to be able to share that with my community for those that may not play Fortnite but still wanted to see it.
right. Have you ever had any problems as far as waking up one day and being like, I don't want to stream. Have you ever had one of those days?
Um, so actually, today, um, so on Wednesday, I did a thing in my stream where if you gifted or subbed to my channel, I put on there that I would do 10 airborne push-ups, and that ended up blowing up. And then we ended up adding other exercises to it. So I was doing airborne push-ups. I was doing one-legged squats, burpees, and death lunges, where it's
Holy cow.
rotating knees. And by the end of it, like I am still sore today. Like if I try and put my arms up, I can go up to there. But my shoulders are just so sore, and I got up this morning, or I got off work this morning. I'm like, I want to stream, but I just want to also lay down and let my body relax because my even my triceps, like trying to bend my arms back, I can normally touch my shoulders, and that's like the absolute max I can get right now. So
He's
it
not
was
over
ended
doing
up. It was a big hit, but it also took a big hit on my body. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna take a break this morning.
Do you believe social media has helped the streaming community? Or has it?
Um, it's helped a little bit. I have had some followage come in from social media platforms, but a majority of has been through networking. Um, I mean, so far I have increased 300 followers in the last 4 months,
Nice.
and so a majority of that has come through networking with other streamers and other communities and just being interactive with them.
What are some of your most memorable moments that you have made so far while streaming?
I would say the most memorable was the actually the night that I got my affiliate. It was the first time being rated. I was rated by Sugar Titties with I think it was 35 or 38 viewers. So I went from a stream with only I had like 2 or 3 viewers up to 35, and it was like, okay, what do I do now?
Wait until you
So,
get your a really huge raid. It's so
yep.
crazy.
And that's what I think the second most memorable moment was my 24-hour stream. Um, I was rated out multiple. I was rated multiple times during the stream. So by the time that I rated out at 30 hours, and I had um, it was 50 some viewers I had at that point,
Wow.
and I actually rated out to ex-military man because he was the first person I rated to, and he gave me all this advice and on how to build my channel and start pushing everything and where I needed to be. So when I got to the end of my stream, I saw he was online, and I actually rated out to him as a thank you for being able to get me where I was. And being able to raid somebody that helped you get to where you are, and with over 50 some viewers in your stream at that point, it was like that's something I'm always going to be able to remember and be able to thank him for.
Yeah, it's always awesome feeling. Like go to somebody who helped you grow and you can bring, big numbers back. It's always amazing.
And
What do
I've
you
been very
tell?
fortunate with that.
Yes.
Like I have Millie, Lipsy the Unicorn, Saxy has been a big part of my stream.
Sex is awesome.
Uh, Yep, yep, Saxy Girl 1. She actually helped me build my Discord to what it is right
Oh,
now.
nice.
She went through and set up everything for me, and she's a big moderator. And Horl, what are you doing? Sorry, Horl just decided to cheer 1,000 biddies. He is also becoming a big supporter. He's a newer streamer as well, and he has a great community that he's starting to build over there, and he's actually been bringing his community over into mine to torture me.
That's awesome. Um, and what do you would say to somebody who has I don't know, 2 viewers and they're afraid to rate out because they have low numbers?
I think that they shouldn't worry about that. I mean, that's your community, and you're bringing them over to somebody else. So I think you should be able to do that with anybody.
Yeah, I think you always need to, no matter what your numbers are, you should just try to get your name out there.
And I've actually been in like bigger, or not like big streamers, but I've been like bigger streamers than what I am. And I was lurking and everything, and then next thing you know, they just end their stream and they never raid out. Every single stream, they never raid.
Yeah, I know a few of those.
Yep.
And I
So
know
there's
people
actually,
like who won't rate and then they complain when they don't get noticed. I'm like, bro,
yep.
you gotta move. You gotta get
And
your
I
name
actually
out
want
there.
to rate out to people like that because I'm
Yeah,
bringing my community to you, and then when you're done streaming, you're just gonna end and not share that love. I want my community to be able to keep going and interact with as many people and be able to hype everyone up that they can, not just hype up the person I decide to raid. So I am very particular on who I do raid.
yeah, me too. I don't. I'm very picky on the type of content I want my viewers to see. So I don't like tacky stuff, so I don't, rate that kind of thing. Like for the most part, I've never had somebody come out who, I think maybe once or twice. There's been a few people who said go here and like, yay. I don't know if I'll go there right now.
Yep.
It's not often. It's for the most part. I think everybody had the same mindset when it comes to they want your community to be as
Right.
far toxic level go. You know,
And I don't even look at how many viewers a streamer has. Like some people just rate out the bigger streamers and be like, well, maybe I'll get lucky and they'll rate me back. But it doesn't matter how many viewers you have. If you have a good environment, a good atmosphere, you're talking with your chat, then I'll rate out to you. Like even if you only have one, two, three viewers, because I'm not doing it to get noticed. I'm doing it to be able to bring my community and be able to share the love.
I do, and I'm sure you'll eventually come across it, but there have been some streamers that refuse to rate out because they don't want somebody else to take their viewers from them. And I'm like,
Right.
that's so dumb. I mean, they're not your viewers. You don't own
Right.
them. They're not your toy, you know. If they're gonna like somebody and move on from you, then they're gonna move on regardless. You know, whether you bring them there or not. That's how the world
Exactly.
works. But yeah, there are streams like that. It's sad, but there's a few of them out there like that. Um, are there any questions that you would like to ask me?
Um, I would say, I mean, being that you've been streaming for 8 years, what has been your most memorable moment on your stream?
Most memorable moment. Okay, I think it's been 4 years now. 3 or 4 years. I'm a big wrestling fan. I love all things wrestling. No matter what the company is, I just love wrestling. And
Hmm.
when WrestleMania from the WWE, Horace, thank you so much. That's really nice of you. Thank you. When the WWE came to New Orleans, and I'm from Louisiana, so
Hmm.
when the WWE came to New Orleans, it was the first time they've been here in like the last 10 years for a big pay per view, you know. So I was like, Vail, gotta go. This is us.
Right.
So me and Vail, we were like, back then we only streamed like maybe once or twice a week. We were still kind of new. And when we set our minds on it, we both would stream, every single day, and we used our stream to raise the money to get WrestleMania tickets. And just maybe about 6 months before that, I got my very first world record in wrestling games for online winning streaks. And when we got backstage in the Superdome, we were looking for the elevators, and I got completely lost because I'd never been to the Superdome before. Even though I lived in Louisiana, we got there and we're looking for the elevators, and I hear this voice, and it's like, "Hey, is that Hykiri?" And my uncle was with us. I was like, "No, I didn't know." I said, "He said, did somebody call your name?" I'm like, "Nah, I didn't hear it." I'm like, "I think you just hear a noise." And we kept going, and like, "Hey, Hykiri, is that you?" And my uncle was like, "Oh, sure. Somebody saying Hykiri. I'm almost sure of it." I'm like, "Okay." So we turn around, and right in front of me is Daniel Bryan. It's like, "Oh my God, it's Hykiri. Hykiri, I know you fit your world records, everything. Can I get a picture with you?" I'm like, "You want a picture with me? You're one of my favorite wrestlers." And he took a picture with us, and he introduced me to all the wrestlers backstage. They all knew who I was. They all knew Hykiri. They knew my stream. They knew my world records, and that's all
That's
because of
awesome.
Twitch. 4 viewers a day, and we made money enough to buy WrestleMania tickets and all these big superstars. Need
Yep.
to go us. You just can't forget stuff like that.
And that's why, like on my stream, I don't even have my viewers count listed anymore, because it doesn't really matter how many people are watching you at a time.
Right.
It's just who's there chatting with you, and what are you doing to interact with them. Outside of that, it doesn't matter how many people are in there.
But I mean, I think, it's all about the memories and the things you make along the way. I
Yep.
mean, yeah, a donation and a sub and bits or not, you still get wrong. But you can't do things like, meet wrestlers or you can't buy moments like that, when
Yep.
you meet your heroes. All because
And that's
people that watch on a communal monitor, who don't even know you, just care enough to help you do that. And it's
yep.
crazy. It's, that's my grandma.
Hi, grandma.
Like, she says, hey, but, it's nice to know that there's still some people in the world who are a little
Right.
nice.
Yep. And that's why like I don't want to just be streaming. Like I actually want to expand to podcasts and also go into like these events and doing live streams from like TwitchCon and stuff like that.
Yeah. When I started streaming, interviewing on these podcasts, was nothing that I wanted, not that I wanted to do, And then I thought of you doing this, and just one day I was like, let's give it a try. I got to meet nice people, like yourself and other streamers to interview. I've interviewed game developers, politicians, even wrestlers. I've had wrestlers come on here and let me interview them as well. It's crazy that the things we're able to accomplish, from a
Yeah.
webcam, you know.
And
But yeah, I mean, it's moments, it's moments that make streaming worth it,
right.
Uh, but yeah, I mean, I think you're very talented at, at what you do, and I watched a few of your streams, and I think you have what it takes to, make it up there, man. I think it's going, I'm not gonna lie, it's a grind, it's a lot of
Yeah.
work, but I think you have it in you.
Thank you, Hykiri.
My brother, brother. Well, I think that's it for us. Uh,
All right.
uh, it was a pleasure having you. I hope
Well, it
you
was a
enjoyed
pleasure
yourself.
and it was an honor to be part of your channel.
I don't know, man. Thank you for being here. Like I always tell the viewers, if it wasn't for you guys being here, I'd just be talking to myself or driving Val crazy.
Hey,
Either or.
that's what I say. Whether you guys are in here or not, I'll probably still end up talking to myself
Yeah,
either way.
yeah,
So it's just whether if I want to look crazy or not, if you guys are in here.
yeah. Well, I'm gonna head out.
All right.
You're live, right?
Yep, I'm live right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna be actually hopping off here soon because I'm gonna be going and picking my daughter up. And then I have family in from Florida, and they're gonna be leaving tomorrow evening. So I'm gonna go up, sit around the fire with them, and then probably spend the night and wish them well on their way out back to Florida tomorrow.
Gotcha, gotcha.
I
So you're
always
going
talk to
offline?
myself. Yeah, I'll be going off here in probably the next half hour. I'm gonna talk to Chad a little bit before I go
Okay,
out.
well, I'll read out to you.
All
So
right.
head over to your channel real quick.
All
All
right.
right, thank you
Sounds
again,
good.
brother.
Yep.
It was a
Thank you.
pleasure meeting you.
You
Have
too.
a good night, man.
Hey, stay safe. Get some good sleep too.
Yeah, you too, bro. Don't drink too much. I
I'll
caught you
I won't
sleeping
tonight.
a few nights ago.
Yeah, that was part of Saxy doing. She did a lot of hydrates.
All right, buddy. Have a good night.
You too.